though? Every once in a while, I catch an old movie from the 80s or even older, but going back, the longer it goes back, the less I want to see it. But in the movie, there'll be a dude talking to a woman and he'll like smack her. And we feel like this tinge of like, that's atrocious, right? Violence done to somebody else just for a conversation. And rightly so. But then I skip back to today's movies and media, and all it is, left and right, is dudes getting smacked in the face by women. In popular media, they can show violence against men all day, but violence against women and, stop the press. I mean, like, one of my favorite shows, Walking Dead, there's been like 3 major females that have died. None of them shown on screen. Yet they show men getting their heads bashed in like every episode, man. It's just nothing. And it should be as atrocious to us as when we watch that old movie. Films are sort of a time capsule into the past. And I think it shows the sign of the times. And if we believe violence against women is wrong, and we believe that everyone should have equal rights, then violence should be wrong used on anyone, unless you're defending yourself. We consider murder wrong, as well we should. If you murder somebody, you go to jail, usually for life. What we consider a life sentence, which is basically the main part of a person's life, 20 years. Yet, if you murder a whole bunch of people for the government, you're a hero, and they give you medals. What makes that different? What makes those murders okay? I'm not saying it's wrong, per se, if we're defending ourselves and our borders. I'm just trying to question what makes it okay. What justification do we need? Whatever the answer to that is, I feel like it's inextricably connected to what makes it okay currently to beat men, to kill men, to abuse men, mentally and physically. Little boys are told not to cry, don't show emotions, by their mothers. They're hit and disciplined by their mothers. And then later they only have one emotion, anger. What do we expect? If we were treating little girls that way, could you imagine the outrage? Recently I was talking with a friend and I realized how common it was to hear the phrase bare-bottom spanking. And it's almost always talking about a little boy. And many times they would discipline their child like this in front of whoever was around. Pull his pants down and sexually humiliate him and hit him. And that was considered okay for the longest time. If you did that to a little girl, pulled her pants down in public, and spanked her bare ass with your hand, could you imagine the outrage? If you don't feel that same sense of outrage when this happens to little boys, you might want to reconsider the way you approach this topic. If you know it and don't care, that is immorality. You are not a person that cares about equity. This is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Thank you for everyone that listens and cares. Till next time. Peace.